What is up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Manifests here. So grateful to be alive another day and here doing a reading for all of you lovely souls. So this reading is going to be, it's going to be for the new moon solar eclipse. Now, I already did a solar eclipse reading, and you can find that on my channel. Maybe I'll put the link to that in the description box below if you want to check that out for the solar eclipse. So I did one, but today we are under the energy of this new moon solar eclipse. So I definitely wanted to take the opportunity and if you're here, this message is for you. Okay. So if you've clicked on it, there is something in this message that is for you. Okay. But it's not sign specific, anything like that. Okay. So this is going to be for the new moon solar eclipse today, December 14th, 2020. So we're just going to see whatever messages come out, what energy, I'm curious as well to see what comes out. Just a couple things before I go ahead and get started. I am open for personal readings. My email's in the description box below. Just a warning, and if this is your first time with me, I do a lot of shadow integration work and life purpose readings, trying to figure out what the blocks are in the way of you living your most fulfilled life. Now, with that, it can be a little bit triggering. I'm here to get in deep, right? And that, I've just found out that that's like, my niche and more of my purpose, not just a tarot reader, but my purpose within tarot. So that's what the readings on my YouTube channel are going to be like. And if you email me and we do a personal reading, we're going to probably go even deeper, right? And it's going to be more personalized. So, we're just ready to do the work. I'm here to give you the truth. I appreciate, and I definitely watch the channels. We're all here for a different reason. All tarot readers, even tarot readers, have different purposes. Some, are going through energies. Some are there for strictly romance. You know what I mean? Some are, do it all, and I primarily, what I've just noticed and how I read in my reading style, I go into shadow work and a lot to connect you with your life purpose. Okay. And I love to cheer you on as well on the way. So let's go ahead. I was shuffling these. Okay. So let's just see, because these three popped out. Okay, I'm not going to take them because I'm going to get a couple of these. But we have the Knight of Swords. So, there could be some fast moving communication coming in, information that makes you feel a little bit unbalanced. But you are the King of Cups, right? So you have the ability to lead in this situation, whatever it is, whatever the situation that comes up, you have the emotional balance to not only provide to yourself and get through the situation, but anybody else that may be affected with it in this situation. And if it's just you and another person, if somebody comes at you in the Knight of Swords energy, unbalanced, you need to know that you have all the tools available to, deal with that situation in a loving and a kind, but he's a king. So, an assertive way. Okay. So that's just a message before the message. We did a little shuffle on those. Let's get a shuffle here. I want to see the overall energy from the archetypes. Get a couple of these out and we'll see what we're working with under this new moon. Hope all of you are well. I don't know if I have said that yet, but of course. It's a little bit warm in here. I have my heat going. I wish I would have turned it off before I started. But you know what? We'll be warm and cozy and toasty. Okay. What messages do we have? What are the overall energies for this new moon solar eclipse today? Just one? Let's do one more shuffle and see if anything else comes out. Yep. A couple more. Okay. I feel two there. So this was my overall energy today. Wow. So we have the Warrior. We have the Unseen. Wow. And we have the Desert. Okay. So you are on the path of the warrior, and you're so strong and you're so mighty. And there's some stuff like with that Knight of Swords coming out, there's some information that that isn't seen right now. That there's some, like, I always notice on this card, it's a little bit, it looks like it's pixelated, right? You can't see that image clearly. So maybe you can see a bigger picture coming in right now, but it's still a little bit blurry. You don't have all of the details, okay? And with the warrior spirit coming out, I don't know if there's going to be a reaction to this information that's going to, we have the desert energy here, and this is like a little bit feeling, tired. And, there's, think about the desert and walking through the desert. You're a little bit dehydrated, tired. You could be, seeing things. So there's definitely, this call to be very discerning right now. Be very discerning with the information that's coming in. And absolutely know that you have what it takes to get through the situation. That was the message that came out with those 3 cards. This is a little bit elusive, this message coming through right here. So we're going to go ahead and get more. Wow. Somebody could be asking for your help as well. There could be somebody around asking for your assistance. Okay. So we have the Fool out and Judgment. Wow, 2 major arcana coming out. Yeah, there's some, now the message is coming in very clear. There's something here. There's a decision that needs to be made in regards to starting a new journey in your life. It's new energy. And right now, you feel as if you have all the information needed for the answers. But there's this sense with these 2 cards over here, like you're going to get there with the warrior, and maybe the whole situation is a little bit overwhelming, right? But with the warrior coming out, it's like it's part of your path, and your path, we all have different paths, right? And if, you're here on extreme if you're here for some extreme soul evolution and you're a light worker, your path might look a little bit more challenging. You might have different challenges that other people may not be facing in their lifetime. I mean, we all have challenges and we all learn from each other. But I'm here to just say that whatever this is, you have what it takes to get through it. And it may seem challenging and difficult, right? But that's what you need to know. You need to know that you have everything it takes to get through whatever this situation is. Now, I get this sense that you already feel like you have the answer. You've already made a decision about whatever this is, but there's like this call right now, to kind of like things aren't being seen clearly. Like you're operating off of a place, like since you've probably been in this warrior energy and there's probably been a lot of battle, quote unquote, you're a little bit tired and there are still some things yet to be seen. With the Judgment card coming out here, this is all divinely orchestrated, but there's a call to kind of like gather information, because either way, this is going to put you on a new path in a new direction and towards a new beginning. But there's a call to kind of wait. There's more information that needs to, like, you're coming from a different place where you're just not seeing everything clearly right now. Like there's more information to be revealed. Okay. There's that Knight of Swords again. In reverse. So, wow. The Knight of Swords reverse at the base here, this could have to do with somebody that's quite reckless, who doesn't think before they speak. And you've been in a battle with this. And so maybe it's like in regards to this person, and this could be you too. I don't know. Let's keep it moving. So we have the Chariot, in reverse here. There's been a stop to all communication. There's been a stop. There hasn't been any movement forward, right? It's been kind of stagnant for a second here. Maybe somebody cut the other person off. I don't know. But there's definitely some things here that just aren't seen. And there's been confusion. 7 of Cups, right? It's like not knowing which direction to go in, right? And it almost like the 7 of Cups right now usually doesn't, but it's giving me this feeling of like things aren't what they seem. That is what the big message is here, right there. Things are not what they seem. Okay. Very interesting. Things are not what they seem. And there's like a lot of confusion. There's a lot of moving parts in this situation. This is a really interesting message. Okay. And yeah, so this is about a relationship or a person that you were working with, and it could be anybody. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, right? And this is coming out in the future energy, not working together. So, oh, yeah. If you've made the decision to cut communication with this Knight of Swords in reverse, you did the right thing. And with the unseen in the desert, it's almost coming through as like you're questioning yourself whether you did the right thing or not. Do not question yourself, because I have a feeling that there's even more information that's going to come out that you don't even see right now, right? You've kind of been, I almost feel like this manipulated, like you've been manipulated in the past. Maybe you found out about it. Maybe you saw things from a different perspective and cut it off. And now you're questioning yourself about that, right? This new moon solar eclipse, right? There's even more that is going to validate your decision for doing whatever it is you did, this judgment call. Sorry, the message is kind of veering a little bit here. The whole picture is coming together quite well for me, okay? The whole picture is coming together quite well. But yeah, there's even more that when you find out this information, you are going to be like so grateful that you were moved away from this situation. Wow, there it is. Yeah, we have the Sun. So you, by stepping away from this situation, like you are able to observe in your life that you are happy. Sun is the happiest card of the deck. Not only that, you're feeling like you see everything very clearly right now. But like I said, there is still even more to be revealed. Okay? But I absolutely love this. With you seeing yourself this way, we're walking into this new moon with absolutely no baggage, right? We're taking off all the baggage and we're feeling like there's illumination in our life. We're feeling like we can see clearly again. The sun is out. It's a great feeling, and I love to see this for you guys. Yeah, so you're definitely not this Knight of Swords in reverse. This is an energy outside, yeah. And so the outside influence, you were done dealing with this. Whatever this is, oh my gosh, whatever this is, this Knight of Swords in reverse was a burden. It caused confusion in your life. It caused overwhelm. It caused, like the 10 of Wands is an exhausting energy, okay? It's that of carrying all these burdens on your back. And it seems to me like there's a lot to be learned from the situation, and you had to take on this warrior archetype to kind of navigate your way through the situation. And I need you to also know that this was part of your soul evolution. So whatever happened, like, don't beat yourself up if, you feel like this was a bad decision, because ultimately there's even more to be illuminated about this person and about yourself. You're going to learn so many lessons. You're going to grow, and you're going to even take on more of this warrior archetype. You're going to be able to observe your strength from this situation. You made the right judgment call. You're moving in a different direction. You are happy now. That's all you need to know. I always say, follow what makes you feel good. Follow what makes you feel good. And if you're observing now that you have put this burden down, right? And now you're happy, that's all you need to know. Don't second guess yourself. That is all you need to know. If you feel free and like you just set down the burdens, come on now. Y'all know. Yeah. So, yeah, the reason that you allowed this situation in your life to begin with that made you all confused and didn't treat you well and had completely like this energy, it's a knight. The Knight of Swords, right? And it's useful when it's upright, when we take it on as our own archetype, when we're learning how to communicate. But he's not a king. He's not even close to a king. He's in reverse. So this is a very brash, abusive, person, okay? And you're not working together with them anymore. But the reason that you did was because you're yearning for this Two of Cups. You're yearning for a soul connection. You're yearning for soul family. So maybe, you felt desperate, you know what I'm saying? And your fear, this is the thing. This is what we're learning here. The fear of being alone, can sometimes put us in this place where we get into the Seven of Cups and then we allow these energies into our life. And we settle. It's ultimately settling. So this is a pattern of behavior that needs to be taken a look at. On top of it, you hope to be connected with your soul family. Well, I am here to tell you, my friend, being in the energy of the sun, you're going to just attract abundance into your life, first of all. But you, by cutting this out, right, with this Chariot in reverse and this Three of Pentacles in reverse right here, by cutting it out, you have now made room for people that are a match for you, a vibrational match for you to now come in. You see what I'm saying here? And I think I've said this in readings before. We have to make room. We have a limited amount of energy to give, and we have to make room. So we have to drop these situations that are confusing us, abusing us, okay, to make room for the true soul family. And that's what's coming in the hopes and the fears, which is totally understandable. But I see totally why you got yourself in this situation in the first place. Okay, yeah. Let it die, right? There's still some lingering energy here with the Death in reverse. Okay, that's where Spirit wants to put the energy. There's a resistance, and that's what it is. And almost this unseen and this desert energy, there's a need to take some time alone to see things from a different perspective. There is a lot that hasn't been integrated, right? You're still kind of stuck in the surface level of what happened, as opposed to going through the grieving process, right? And you can look, the 5 stages of grief up and, then coming to a place of acceptance and then integrating these lessons, right? Because the energy is still lingering. The energy of this situation is still around, which can kind of, you can feel it, right? You can kind of feel it come up. It hasn't been completely laid to rest with the Death card here in reverse. So the guidance, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the guidance, we have the Nine of Wands. The aftershock of this entire situation has kind of put you on guard. Now, I would ask for discernment, who to be on guard with, because here's the thing. Nine of Wands with the Knight of Swords in reverse is healthy. If you're going to put your boundaries up and be on guard and not letting anybody in like a Knight of Swords, very, very good thing. Now, if we take the Nine of Wands and we, do it with every situation in our life, we're going to block out these as well. So just something to be mindful of. And naturally, as you allow this situation to die and you allow yourself to kind of process it, we're going to see more. We're going to get some more information, some more guidance. You're going to see things clearly because right here, and you're not going to feel so alone and things aren't going to be so confusing because there's still a lot of confusion about this situation, why you went through it. And until you work through that, and you're going to find that in meditation and understand that, the energy is still going to kind of linger around, right? This is a huge part of the journey. I mean, so many major arcana here, right? We have the Chariot, we have the Fool, we have Judgment, we have the Sun, and we have Death. This was a huge part of your soul evolution and growth and learning and, trusting yourself and all of that. Okay. So just know that. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. What other messages do we have from the Work Your Light Oracle? What other messages? Yeah. So mother yourself. How can you mother yourself? It's time to take some time to yourself, right? On this new moon, I would definitely recommend, meditation, a bath, a spiritual bath, eating some, food that makes you happy, maybe doing some journaling, really reflecting on this. Allow yourself to feel it. We can't completely, if we just pretend it never happened and we just don't want to think of it again, that's not going to work either. Now we have to find the balance within everything, because we don't want to just sit here and only think about this, but we also don't want to be in this place of avoidance. But what you're being asked, it's safe right now. It is safe right now to go in and figure out more of the lessons of this situation, right? And you're going to find that by mothering yourself. And also too, this person wasn't very nice. Okay. I feel that energy here very, very strongly. And it may have hurt you and chipped away at your soul, right? There might be fragments still out there, and it's just time to really remember who you are. Don't listen, seriously, not a word of what this person said. And that's a message for some of you, because it has really penetrated you. Don't bring this in. It's coming out because we need to clear this up, because we're in a new moon and we're in a solar eclipse and we're entering in a new 6-month cycle. So it's really important. That's why I think this message is coming out right now, is because we got to clear that out so we can walk into this new energy, baggage free, 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So really be kind to yourself right now. Speak kind to yourself right now. Do some affirmations. What other card come out right here? Yeah, this is a part of your awakening journey. You're going through energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integrating. So that's what I'm talking about. This is all a part of reflecting back to you certain parts of your own shadow, how poorly you talk to yourself, what your limiting beliefs are, what your blocks are. And now you have awareness of it now, right? You're going to, at least if you don't right now, you're going to start to see things very clearly, and you're going to be able to integrate those lessons and feel upgraded. Okay. You're going through, we're always awakening. Every day we're awakening, but there are certain periods on our path where it's like we're going through these major shifts. I did a couple meditations this morning, and I could literally feel myself moving through the different levels of vibration. I could feel my body was like just vibrating and moving through this awakening, right? She's being elevated right here. And that's what's happening to you right now, because you're going to put down this baggage, put this situation to rest for good, right? For the unforeseeable future. I don't, death is a pretty, yes. And then there's also a promise here on the bottom of the deck. And this is what you're thinking about so much, right? You're thinking about connection, right? But you need to really, we all need to really ask ourselves that even if we're lonely, don't let loneliness be something, where we allow ourselves to be around people that don't treat us well. We're not going to settle anymore, right? And this is all about learning about how we've settled. And we need to ask ourselves the question, why do we settle? But you really have your mind on soul family, right? And there's a promise here that it is all coming together. You're going to have some intuitive hits as soon as you take the time to really clean up the rest of this energy and get it out of your auric field for good. And that's going to enable you to connect with your soul tribe. I absolutely love that. So a lot of connection here. Do we want any other messages? Let's get a little bit for guidance, a little bit more guidance. Look at this. the Hierophant. So that is spiritual wisdom, right? And it's another major, as soon as I cut the deck, right? You had to take on this King of Swords energy to cut the situation out. And now you're going to be given more information about yourself, more information about the world, more information about your purpose, more information about your spiritual journey, okay? Very interesting message. I know it took a second to kind of like connect all the dots of what was going on here. And it's because, yeah, I mean, I just understand. So a little bit more guidance. Holy Spirit, please. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. A little bit more guidance here. Okay. Do you remember who you are? You've worked so hard. The Empress, you know, is, you know, the goddess of love, right? The Empress is somebody who, you know, leads with love, chooses to surrender, chooses faith, and in doing so attracts the abundance. I mean, I love to just see, I haven't seen such great energy. You know, I haven't seen the Sun, I haven't seen the Empress in a while, and I'm just so happy to see these cards, right? But this is the energy that you're going to return to. Maybe before you got entangled with whatever this is, this Knight of Swords in reverse, you were in your Empress energy, and now you went through it, you battled your way through it, warrior energy, and now you're being returned to this natural place where you just attract abundance into your life naturally. That's who you are. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Really focus on, you know, you. Eight of Pentacles to me is all about working, right? Working on self, connecting the dots. Look at that. That's what he's doing right now. Okay. So give yourself the time. You've been really, I feel like gaslighting. I feel manipulation. You know, I just feel so much of that. That's why the Seven of Cups is here. There's just so much still for you to understand. And each and every day, as you take time for your spiritual hygiene and your spiritual practice and make it your intention, the dots are going to start connecting. And this was all part of your purpose. And it's going to enable you to see even a deeper part of what you are here to do and what you are here to contribute. Because we're all here to contribute our own little pieces for the bigger collective, right? So this is an absolutely beautiful message. Very interesting for the new moon. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I love you all. Namaste and God bless.